Hello everyone, Neph here. Just a quick video today. Today I'm announcing that I'll be doing a Let's Play soon, and I've been talking about this for a while, but now I'm actually going to get around to doing it. And so just to answer a few questions on it, just to update you and give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing in the Let's Play. I mean, for one thing, it will be a modded Let's Play, and I know what you're thinking, another modded Let's Play, here's more creeps and weirdos. No, we're not going to be using that mod, and the reason I'm not using it is, I mean, it's a very good mod, it's fun and everything, but it totally ruins the feel of vanilla Minecraft for me. I mean, like, it's really just, you're walking along, you know, looking for flint for your arrows, and then all of a sudden there's like a mad scientist and a lawyer. I mean, it's fun, but it's totally not vanilla for me. And that's kind of the whole point of this Let's Play, to try and make, you know, a Let's Play using only mods that, you know, like, they add to vanilla, but at the same time they don't take from it, like, they don't take from the feel of it. And so today I'm just talking about the mods I'll be using. A big one of those is, say, Better Than Wolves. Now, if you haven't heard of this mod already, you should have. It's actually got very little to do with wolves. There's a whole story behind that title, but we won't go into that now. Basically, one of the main things it does is it adds an entire mechanical system to Minecraft. And so this is like a mechanical power system. And so you can see I have a water wheel back here. So that water there is flowing and it's powering this wheel. And then that wheel's connected to all these gearboxes and axles and everything, and basically they're powering everything else you see here. And so there's a turntable that'll actually rotate blocks. There's a saw, and the saw is actually very useful. Say if I take a wood block and put it on top of it, and if it wasn't broken. That's interesting. It's typical that the moment you're recording it stops working. In fact, I have no idea why that didn't work. Let me just rejig my saw here. Wrong way. Yeah. That is really unusual. But anyway, it cuts them into half blocks and quarter blocks and even 8 blocks, which you can see here. You can use those wooden panels and molding, and it's for decoration, but I mean, it's the sort of blocks you've wanted all along, but they're now finally here. Oh, it worked. There we go. So you see, like, it cuts it in half, and then if I take the panels, they can be used like half blocks. And then if I do it again, okay, this normally works perfectly. I'm not sure why it's working now. It's probably the way I've installed these mods, but I'll fix that myself soon. So that's that. I mean, like, that's the mechanical system. It also adds a pottery system, which sounds silly, but actually it has great use. I mean, with the pottery system you can basically make a few different things, like planters that allow you to plant anywhere, even in the nether, and a crucible, and the crucible basically allows you to superheat materials. So you can actually use it, say, to make steel, using coal and iron. And it's not coal, it's a special kind of coal, and then to make the crucible is hard, and basically it takes actually quite a while to get it. You usually get diamond before you get the steel tools, and that's why the steel tools are actually better than diamond, but only slightly. And so that's Better Than Wolves. There's actually a lot more to it, I'll show you more later. Actually, I can show you the crucible now. One thing here in the pottery system, there's kind of a new cooking system as well. Like, instead of, say, having a furnace, you use different things to cook. I mean, for one thing, if I just do this here is a cauldron, and I just stood in the fire. And the cauldron allows you to cook, like, say, 30 things at once. It's very slow, but it'll cook them, like, it's not at once, but it's like one by one, so you can, like, walk away for an hour, leave it there, and come back and they'll all be cooked, which is great for cooking, like, 30 pork chops. And that's the cauldron as well. You'll notice this little block behind here that I used. This is a block dispenser. And so with this, basically, you store items like a dispenser, but it'll actually switch the items. So if I unpower this for a second, it'll suck in the cauldron and put out the crucible. And so it switches them. It's really handy. And so with the crucible, I can then use that for the same purpose. And so, of course, with this fire, you can't use this fire to cook the crucible. You actually need more fire. And the way you do that is you stoke the fire. And basically, this is a bellow here. A bellow is, you know what a bellow is. It basically stokes the fire. So if I give this power with this little hand crank here, it'll boost up the fire and it'll cook things in the crucible. And so that's that. Another big... sorry, lagged out there. I was afraid that was going to end really badly. So anyway, another big mod we have is the Zeppelin Mod. And this is probably not the mod you're thinking about. This is not the Zeppelin Mod where you have, like, trains and one vehicle that's a Zeppelin and always looks the same. This mod here allows you to actually build any kind of ship you want out of blocks. And then you just plonk this little controller block down here. And then you right click. And then use the numpad. And you can fly. And you can see we're actually flying, and I can run around the craft now while it's moving. It's actually really cool. And you can build them of any shape, pretty much any size. I've had, like, if you look at my old videos, I have massive airships built with them, and even sailing ships. And it's actually really smooth, it works really well. Like, this is only an early beta mod, but it still works really well. And so we're just going to fly over here. I'm aiming for that cliff over there. They can actually go quite fast. I'd rather not crash in the middle of the recording, so. This is actually the second time I recorded this. Annoyingly. Now, so let's see if we can land up here. And I'm just going to slow down, like a lot. I went about this airspace. That should do. Yeah, that'll do. In fact, I'm just going to break this block to make it easier. You can actually break blocks while they're on the craft, but not build onto them just yet. And so then another part of Better Than Wolves, you can see I have a water wheel here again. In fact, I also have another source of mechanical power, which is a windmill up there. And basically both of these are powering this big gate up here. And so if I just hit this switch, you'll see we get this smooth, slow-moving platform that comes down that makes a gate, which is really awesome. It's basically powered by, we have these wooden platforms and anchors, and they're suspended by ropes, and the ropes are connected to like a pulley system. And so basically when we give it mechanical power, the pulleys will actually lift the ropes, lift the anchors, and lift the whole platform up, which is really nice. You can use it to make elevators and everything else, or gates in this case. And it works really well. And so that's that. Just going to hop back in our airship here. And we'll pull off. You can see this, when it collides with the world, it doesn't actually mess everything up. It just actually collides really well. It'll just kind of brush off things. And you can see there's our water wheel inside the waterfall, which I just broke by accident. Whoops. I drove into it. Very clever. And so that's pretty much everything. I mean, a few things to talk about. There are a few more mods you currently see here. I mean, for one thing, I have the Seasons mod on. And with this mod, basically, it gives you different seasons in Minecraft. So currently we're in the summer season. And if I just cheat a bit here, and we'll say and push the day forward one. What the? Okay, there we go. And it's basically, it's like we skip forward a day, and you can see now we're in the autumn season. Hence the watch moved. There are, of course, the normal 4 seasons, and the nice thing about the seasons is, say you have the winter season. You know, in Minecraft, normally if you've like winter, you have a winter biome, and you know, you walk in there, it snows, you walk out, it's raining. It's kind of weird. Whereas with this, if it's, say, winter, the entire world is just covered in snow, which is really awesome. Like, it snows all the time, and all the land, like where it's normally like not snowing, it gets covered in snow, and like water freezes and everything. It's actually really, really awesome. And like things like in the summer in the desert, you'll actually get hurt if you're not in the shade every so often. So like this temperature and everything consider, it's actually really nice. And it's just much more realistic. And so now we're just cruising. You can actually jump off these crafts, but if you do, it's kind of hard to get back into them because they go off without you, so I won't do that right now. And just while we're floating here, another mod I'll probably end up adding is the Baby Animals mod. Now, don't judge me. The reason I actually say that is it's not just about having baby animals. It actually allows you to breed and, you know, like breed animals and have a proper farm. So, I mean, if you've ever played like Harvest Moon, it's just, it kind of harkens back to that. I was mad addicted to that game back in the day. Oh, no! No! Crap. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. Forgive me. But of course you can't see it moves by itself, and will just fly off by itself. And so that's pretty much everything. Not much else to talk about. I mean, again, just the mods I'm using. It's Better Than Wolves, the Zeppelin mod, the Seasons mod, and of course more creatures. You've probably seen a few deer knocking around. You know what that is. I mean, I don't have to talk about that too much. And so yeah, I mean it's modded, it's kind of an extended version of Minecraft, but at the same time I think myself it kind of just fits in really well with vanilla. And so this is what I'll be using. And as well, another thing is the Aether. I probably will end up adding the Aether at some point. But I mean, if I do add it, I'll wait until I can actually get to it first. Like I have glowstone to get to it, so that'll be a while off anyway. And in fact, actually, while I'm at it, I might keep going with the seasons and just show you winter, because it's just awesome. No, wrong. Damn it. Go through this a few times, which would be annoying. You can actually change the length of the seasons. The default is 7 days. But, you know, that's the way it's set right now. Oh my god. Sorry if I'm a bit, you know, like, sleepy doing this. I have recorded this entire video before, but then only realized the video wasn't recording, so... yeah. In fact, you should see my setup right now. Like, I'm on Linux, and I swear I have, like, 2 different computers just to record this video. It's insane. Like, one's doing audio and one's doing video. Oh my god, can't type on this keyboard. I always wish single player had like shortcuts for this, but and I think just one more. Nope, one more. There we go. And so of course in winter you can see like all this was grass a minute ago and now it's all going to get covered in snow. And it also looks bitchin' if you're in an airship. Oh, and if you want to see more like ships and airships with this mod, check out my channel. I have a whole bunch of them on there. Go a little faster. And you can see even the whole like ocean freezes, so if I was to jump out now it might end worse than it did the first time. Oh, and of course I can at any stage make this whole craft rejoin the world, become normal and build onto it. And so like I mean the crafts are actually very useful at the moment. You can use them for transporting yourself, animals, everything really. I mean obviously chests don't work at the moment, but what you can do is cheat and put like a chest minecart on there and use that instead. And oh my god, I'm gonna fall off again. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it with that. The actual series itself will be coming up soon, and I'll try to do episodes like every, say, few days a week. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, so this was our introduction to the Let's Play. This is Neph, signing out. Please rate and leave a comment, you know, the usual. Okay? Ah!